Okay, so we're back.
Hi.
We're back.
Been a while.
Bit of a hiatus, but we're back. And today we're going to see Skyscraper. Now, we don't know lots about it. We were talking about it earlier. It seems to be a sort of... Die Hard gets mentioned a lot, and Towering Inferno gets mentioned a lot.
Yeah.
So you've seen the trailer. I haven't. I've seen
Yes.
the posters with The Rock hanging off the edge of a building, which seems pretty standard, really.
It seems pretty standard for The Rock anyway to be doing that kind of work.
But sort of impressions going in. First of all, it's got The Rock in it. Even if he's in a bad movie, The Rock is always watchable. It's the same as in when he was in WWE, because he's so charismatic and he looks like he's having so much fun. Like in Jumanji, he looked like he was having.
Or Fast and the Furious franchise, which I'm loyal to them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, but yeah, again, he looks like he's having fun. And like I say, in Jumanji, I liked the movie more than I thought I was going to, and he was just brilliant. Like the sort of a nerdy little kid stuck in this massive dude's body. It was just brilliant.
Yeah.
So I really liked him in that. What else was he in? I seen Rampage, that sort of King Kong
movie. It's a gorilla,
and I said the same thing when I seen that movie. I said, this is how you do. You know when people talk about big dumb action movies? That's that's how you do a big dumb action movie right. That, there was lots of explosions, there was lots of nonsense, but it did have some believability, and they did take time to make you like the bond between The Rock and
care for the characters in general.
George, I think the ape was called, not Monkey, Ape.
Yeah.
So this one, I don't really know what's going on here.
We're basically going into this one blind because we haven't really been keen to watch it. It just happens to be on, and
it's
we're
like,
just thinking, we'll go watch
let's go
that.
to the cinema this weekend. What's on? Either Skyscraper or Mamma Mia 2. No,
I'm good, Ta.
That before and after review, that would be just 2 car journeys of angry faces.
And just silence.
No, I'm not watching Mamma Mia 2.
Yeah, no way.
But with Skyscraper, I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of, I don't know, maybe like a terrorist plot in a building, and I'm guessing it's up to The Rock to save everybody, because that's what The Rock does.
In the trailer, though, it had the cliched, jumping in slow motion, like...
Is he jumping between buildings or like between floors?
Between a crane and a building.
Yeah. But
it's in slow-mo.
That's like what they did in Casino Royale, but... Oh no, that was from a crane to a crane, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but you've got the big jump, yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably watch this movie and do like a count the action movie cliches.
Yeah.
But you can still do that and still have fun with the movie.
Yeah. I'm going into this one with absolutely zero expectations, which is a good thing,
we usually do on these videos.
Which is a really good thing. Well, except Lego Batman movie, we went with high expectations for that one.
We knew a lot more about it. We had more backstory.
Yeah, this one's not only just zero expectations, but I barely know anything about it, so I'm not expecting anything.
No, I'm not.
So it's just a case of, right, let's see if this entertains me for an hour and a half.
It should. I reckon it should be. It's probably longer than that. It's how long?
I think it's an hour 42.
That's actually a bit kind of short for a big action movie like that. It can be. But anyway, no.
It just means it gets to the action quicker.
But if you were to tell me action movie set in a giant tower block, Die Hard and Towering Inferno are things I would think of. But is this going to live up to those two? I doubt it. It's not going to be remembered.
It's not going to be a classic. I mean, the fact that I haven't heard anybody talk about it or anything along those lines.
Rotten Tomatoes right now, it's about 49%, and it seems to be the same for action movies. It's tired and it's predictable, but switch your brain off and you have fun. It seems to be that kind of movie.
Like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, The Rock seems to specialise in those kind of movies, but a lot of the time he's what makes the film. He's what's so enjoyable to watch, because he was one of my childhood heroes. So even when I watch him in a movie I hate, I'm still like, well, hey, you've got The Rock.
That'll do.
Dwayne Johnson, I love that. Like in Jumanji when he turned and he did the people's eyebrow, like just a little bit of that. Like he did it in Moana as well, and he even did the peck bounce thing. So he's just lots of fun to watch. I don't know anyone else who's in it. The poster has him on it, and I do not know anyone else.
Neve Campbell?
Is Neve Campbell in it?
I think she's the wife.
That's random. I've not seen her in anything in a while.
What?
Scream. She was the main character.
I thought it was when I seen her in the trailer. I figured that's the Scream chick.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough then. But anybody else I don't know. All I know is that Neve Campbell's in it, Dwayne Johnson's in it, and there's a lot of explosions and building and fire and stuff.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Not really.
No.
If it was directed by Michael Bay, I wouldn't touch it.
Oh, you were saying it's directed by the person who did Where the Millers. I never seen that, but just watching the trailer for that, I'm like, oh really?
God.
This shit. So.
Fingers crossed. It's tolerable.
But as far as expectations are going, as usual, whatever. I kind of prefer going like that. I mean, again, with Lego Batman, because we loved Lego movies so much, and because Lego Batman was brilliant, so we at least had a foundation for the character. Here, Dwayne Johnson will be playing some
action dude.
I'm guessing he's a reluctant action dude. He's maybe like, you know, like in Welcome to the Jungle, when he was retired, or he just didn't do that sort of stuff anymore. And then, of course, he came out of. He came back to do his stuff. So. Yeah. But well, head in now, and we'll see what it's like. Yeah. I'm expecting it'll be fun. At the very least, it will be fun.
Yeah, I expect to at least like enjoy it.
Yeah. When Rock's having fun, you're having fun, and he's always having fun, so you're always having fun.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, so we'll head in now. So, see you soon.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just out of Skyscraper. What did you think, first of all?
I enjoyed it enough.
Yeah, for me it was the same as Rampage. It was that I know this is a big, dumb, silly movie, kind of dumb, silly, cliched, big action movie, but I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I was not bored at any point. I thought it was really breezily paced.
I officially have vertigo.
Yeah, I those scenes.
Hated the scenes. I went like that every time it happens.
Yeah, because the whole idea is that this place takes. The movie's set in a skyscraper called the Pearl, this new skyscraper in Hong Kong, which is about what they said, about 3 times the height of the Eiffel Tower, like, you know, like a lot bigger.
Empire State Building.
The Empire State Building, sorry. And yeah, those scenes where Rock's trying to get into the building outside, the way it's directed and the way it's done, you do get this real sense of vertigo. It's like, and
I didn't like those bits.
Yeah, there's really not loads you can say about it. It is a really, really fun movie.
The characters were memorable. You gave a shit about them, and I mean the action scenes were standard action scenes, but because it's The Rock, you're just like, go on, Rock, kick their ass.
It's not going to be the next Die Hard or anything like that.
No,
or
it's definitely not. It's not a classic.
But it does owe a lot to those movies. Like, if I was going to pick faults, I'd say the movie is really bad in the way that it telegraphs a lot to what's going to happen. It telegraphs who the villains are going to be.
Foreshadowing.
It telegraphs exactly where the final action scene is going to take place.
Yeah.
Because it pops up and like, well, that's where it's going to happen. It does telegraph a lot of what's going to happen later. But that doesn't necessarily make it bad. I wasn't rolling my eyes when it happened.
No.
I wasn't watching the movie thinking, oh, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. The bad guys were bad guys.
They were standard European bad guys, like Russian accents.
There was a really, really great scene. We actually mentioned this when we were watching it, where The Rock has 2 kids in this movie.
Yeah. It's the daughter that's walking about, isn't it?
And the daughter's walking about, and these bad guys, I mean, they're obvious bad guys, come up and say,
but they go, hey, it's okay. We're the good guys.
We're the good guys.
We're the good guys.
Yeah.
You're never the good guys
with those accents, clearly you're good guys. And I like how I can't remember what that guy was in. He was Lara's assistant in the Tomb Raider movie. He's the British guy.
Yes.
Seriously, in every American action movie, do we have to have a British villain? Like,
it was.
You don't have to have a British villain.
The moment his accent appeared, I was like, right, you're a bad guy in some way.
This guy was kind of sliming about him, like, well, that's a villain. Like, I mean, like, don't even try and pretend that you're a good guy.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty obvious, like, but
that was kind of.
I'm trying to think of anything else really, because there's not much to say about it, because it's just I want to say standard.
If you want to go for, like, you know, when you say a popcorn flick, if you want to go to just the movie, you want to, you know, eat your popcorn, drink your Coke, and just have an enjoyable time, it'll do that. If you're looking for high art, then no. It's not.
If you're looking to be moved,
it's
deeply
not,
moved.
To be fair, The Rock's acting was good. I thought The Rock's acting was good. I think he's probably getting better as a dramatic actor as he takes on more serious roles.
But he's still just The Rock at the end of the day.
Yeah, he is.
I say just The Rock, like, but you know what I mean.
There was some really.
He's not going to be any Daniel Day-Lewis anytime soon.
No. Well, he's retired now, so we need another one.
I know, but still.
There was a few things that seemed like. They'd be really interesting that didn't really pay off. For example, The Rock has an accident at the start and he loses the lower half of one of his legs. And you think, okay, that's going to limit him in a lot of action sequences. But a lot of the action sequences, like, did they forget he has a thing leg? Because he seemed to go about just fine. I liked when he used
his leg.
That was some good bit when he used the leg.
He hung off the building holding on to his leg.
That was like, I'm cheering and I'm laughing at the same time. It was great.
Yeah.
There's another bit. This wasn't even that great, but it was his son has asthma.
Yes.
Because this is a movie. His son has asthma, and there's a bit where, of course, they've lost the inhaler because, and the kid's like breathing really heavy. It looks like he's having an asthma attack, and then they shift away to an elevator a few seconds later, and he's fine.
He's totally fine.
And he never has another attack later on, despite all this.
He's totally cool.
Okay, then I guess the asthma's just gone. It's just never mentioned again.
And I have to say that I know the daughter's a kid, but her acting was a bit shite.
Yeah, no.
Daddy! I'm about to be thrown off a building. Daddy!
Stop! Wait! Come back! Yeah.
Don't stop! Come back!
Yeah.
It was just.
So, but it was.
If I was in that situation, I'd be a little bit more.
Not the worst child performance, but you're not the best. But
yeah, overall, no Jake Lloyd.
Overall, overall. I wouldn't rush out to buy it on DVD or anything. No. But if I'd seen it on, folk were like, let's get together and watch this, I would definitely watch it. Like, by the time the movie was over, like, wow, it just thing passed. I mean, it didn't try and be profound. Like, there was, a silly thing about. I mean, the fact the whole thing came down to the bad guys were just after a USB. I think that says a lot about the modern day, isn't it? They're not after.
They're destroying an entire building, the tallest building in the world for a USB.
It's not Die Hard. They're not after 600 million in bearer bonds. No, we want a USB.
USB.
But
granted, the USB contained a lot of information.
It didn't contain a lot of stuff. Yeah, but it was, again, it came down to your whole. There was a heist here, and I implanted this, and then technical mumbo jumbo, this and that. Therefore, these guys want it. So.
And then this one hero. I'm here to save my daughter.
But what kind of stuff. I did like that dynamic that the Rock is not there to save the day. He's just there to get his family back. He just happens to have to go through kind of the terrorists to get. Like, again, similar with Die Hard, he spends a lot of time, trying to get help and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So overall, out of 5, I'd say probably 4.
I'd say 3, really, mainly because there's no lasting impression.
No. You leave the movie, think that was excellent.
Yeah, it was alright. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't feel like it was a waste of money.
No. I
was like, a waste of money.
It was really cheap. It was like.
Yeah, but it was like it's only got 1 or 2 more days left at the cinema. That's probably why.
I don't know. The cinema was fair few folk there, but I'd give it 3.5 4.
I'd say 3.
Pure enjoyment value.
Yeah.
Again, not going to rush to see it, but if it's
not like
on,
Fast
watch
and the Furious enjoyment for me, but I'm a sucker for those.
Oh, God. I actually believe the Rock is in danger here. Nobody's in danger in a Fast and Furious.
Come on, there were a few bullshit scenes.
Well, there were a few bullshit scenes.
There were a few bullshit scenes.
Overall, I enjoyed it. If you like the Rock, I think you'll like this movie. It's the kind of movie he'll probably just keep on doing and doing and doing.
Yeah.
Really enjoy it. So, thumbs up here.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it.